the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback run game gives you numbers, but the Ducks always seem to have a guy who can really hurt you with his legs.
And they've always been smart to use those numbers to their advantage. Oregon football, when I think about them, I think about running quarterbacks. I think about them being one of the first ones to be willing to run the quarterback consistently. I would do it too. It gives you that advantage.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Taking a shot on the first play. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
To the air, it's Frank. Got his man quickly. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give out of the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making the play.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Give to the running back. The Ducks get enough for the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl.
And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to throw, it's Frank. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On the move. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oregon 21, Miami 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops the throw. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's looking deep. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Back to pass, it's Frank. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Then he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Then the short completion brings up second down. Trying play action. Dances away. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse. So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
The aerial assault continues. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incomplete.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how do you not love the guts of this?
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdowns.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar line. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is It's like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bacon. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets it out fast. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little. And it's on the ground. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
You have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Excellent field position here for the offense. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. Powers forward. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the single back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Shoots it to the left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you gotta pull up. 15-yard penalty. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 45, Miami 6.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught on the outside, it's Robinson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Right back to the well. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That's a fly. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. This offense has a second down play. Anderson wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Steps away. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The pass intercepted. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And after missing out on the 2-point conversion, they'll just line up for the kick this time. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 28 to Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that limp.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And with another big play, he's over the 100-yard mark. A lot of times when you look in the box score at the end of the game, whoever rushes for 100 yards, a lot of times they win the football game. This guy's been able to create big plays, and that's why his team's been successful on offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Going with the counter play here. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.